Lego is raising their prices. I can't believe it.
And we're fixing to tell you the 5 ways it's going to affect you.
Coming up at number 1, is this going to affect us? Because some of these sets are going up from 5 to 25%.
Yeah, about a quarter of the sets are going to go up, about 160 sets currently in production, and some of them, like the Hogwarts Castle, is going to go from $400 to $470, a 17.5% increase. So, yeah, so some big price increases. Is that going to affect us?
Are we going to stop? No, it's not, because we're addicted to Lego, and like other people, no. Sorry, I mean, affect a general consumer, like, you know, the
Number
people,
2. The casual.
Yeah, the casual
Lego
person.
buyer.
The one that just goes into Walmart, looks down the Lego aisles, like,
And
hey,
they go, yeah. I got my great-granddaughter's niece's birthday or dog's birthday
or like,
something.
you know, I had Legos as a kid.
Yeah.
I'll get my 5-year-old some Legos. You know, just the casual consumer, not somebody who's invested into the community or invested heavily, just a casual buyer. And will that really affect them? Now, my take on this is you have two kinds of people. The people who can afford Lego and the people who can't. People who can aren't going to notice a 5 to 25% increase, in my opinion. If they're just casual and they're not really paying attention to the prices, they just know that it's still overpriced and it's going to be even more overpriced, but they're really not going to notice, in my opinion.
So no effect.
Number
3, how will it affect, if at all, addicts?
Like ourselves, and other people. And I mean, you know, some people who are on a budget might not be able to buy as much, but when you're talking about a 5% increase, that's not a whole lot. Now, 25% stinky. Like, you know, the Ideas Treehouse.
There are very few of
going
them.
from $200 to $250. That's a really significant increase, and people might not buy it anymore.
You know, it kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Taste in my mouth. Where,
like today's lunch.
Seriously? No, I'd rather go buy a Brickmania minifigure. Which is pretty much always the case. That's a different story.
So anyway, I think it might affect it a little bit, but it's not going to be a huge shift, in my opinion.
Number 4, the $6 million question. When inflation stops or even starts coming down, will the prices come down?
No. Yeah. No. Companies have done this from time to time. They go, oh, our prices, oh, our raw materials, we can't do it anymore. We're going to have to raise prices. But then when those raw materials go down, when shipping starts to be cheaper, they don't really pass that discount on to the consumer.
Once it goes up,
so
it ain't coming down. All right, now the most important question.
Yeah.
Number 5. And this actually is going to be the biggest impact we predict.
This is a set from Brickmania and United Bricks, other third-party custom Lego vendors and stuff. They basically buy raw bricks and bricks from Lego. They don't buy from Lego, but they source the bricks from Lego, and they do custom printing and custom sets and stuff. And how will this affect them? Because they're mainly relying on Lego for all of their business and for all their bricks.
If Lego prices are going up, the price of individual bricks are going to go up. And I've already noticed that on BrickLink. Just in the last few months, prices are a lot higher. So this is very sad news, actually.
So as Dan would say, they're not going to raise prices. They're just going to suddenly be more expensive.
And number 6, this is just a bonus, and it really is number 6, but I just made it number 6. You have a pet peeve.
A pet peeve?
A pet peeve. You're a little annoyed.
Okay, so basically, in years past, Lego has increased their prices on new sets. So if a $30 set came out in 2018, it stayed on that for its duration on the shelves. But if a new set was coming out, let's say in 2020, that should have been a $30 set 2 years ago, they raised it up to $35 or $40. And that's how prices increased. Lego didn't go back and change prices from sets that are about to go out of retirement or go off the shelves, and they certainly didn't increase on prices that they've already announced.
Yeah.
So that's what they're doing right now. They're basically upping the price on everything. Now, I kind of get some sets like the Millennium Falcon that came out in 2017, I believe. That's going up. You got Hogwarts Castle, which came out in 2018. I get it, all right? Some of those sets that have been on the shelves for 4, 5, 6 years at this point, it can go up a little bit. I kind of understand that. But on new sets, or sets like the Medieval Blacksmith Shop, which is going up by 20%, this only released in February of 2021. And that's just barely over a year now, and we're seeing a 20% increase.
But your biggest pet peeve
don't have
is they're raising prices on sets they've already revealed with a price, but haven't come out yet. They've gone up before they've even come out.
And as a company and as a business, why would you promote this product at this price, and then before it even releases, you're like, yeah, sorry, we kind of made a mistake. We're going to have to raise the price on that too.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Bottom line is, we don't like price increases. In fact, we understand it.
I understand.
Intellectually, we get it. But emotionally, we don't like price increases.
Like I said,
we can live with a little bit.
I'm fine with like 2017, 2018, sets that have been out on the shelves for 4 or 5 years. I get it. That's, as a business, as a consumer, I can understand that. I can understand why you would raise prices on stuff that's been out for so long. But on stuff that's just coming out, or that they've revealed the price but you want to increase it then, that doesn't make any sense, Lego. And
it makes perfect sense.
The problem is as a community, as a fan base, Lego YouTube seems huge and massive, right? It's not. Compared to the whole mainstream thing, your consumers in Europe and in Canada and China and Australia, all these other places, YouTube just kind of,
YouTube?
Yeah. What I'm saying, the YouTube community, people in the YouTube community, in the Lego YouTube community, is just very small compared to the huge market that Lego is servicing.
I'm with you.
So, even if the Lego YouTube community, like me and other people, complain about this, it doesn't really get heard that much because of the broader of everybody else involved. We're just a drop in the bucket, basically. So what I'm saying is, even from your point of view, if it seems like everyone is complaining about this, that doesn't mean that a huge percentage of Lego fans that are complaining about it, it's just the people who are in your groups. So what I'm trying to say is, the general consumer isn't going to notice, so Lego doesn't have an incentive to try to change it. The only people it's going to notice are people who are really invested into it, and they're not going to change because they've already been buying it. So, Lego...
Yeah, Lego, go for it.
Lego has a foot...
Why stop at 25%? Why not a 300 or 400% increase in prices?
What I'm saying is, Lego
this man's logic,
couldn't do it.
And I don't fault it. It makes sense to me. Well, I'm really depressed. I think we need to go in and cheer ourselves up by
eating some beef jerky,
ordering Lego before the price increases.
Yes, which we will relate this back to home. The Boutique Hotel, which is going up, came out in 2022. Anyway, we're going to be buying that set before the price increase.
Not true.
Not true?
No.
Oh, you already bought it?
We already bought that baby.
Yeah.
I snagged that the second I heard.
Yeah, so that relates this back to us.
Yeah, okay.
So anyway, if you have any insightful things, leave it down in the comment section down below, and we'll see you on the next one.